Young Joey Jabroni over there, like most average 22-year-old Italian-American college graduates, he studied the arts, film production in particular. Who'd have known, right? Being in this risky business and the career choice that he chose, he's been scrounging for jobs, grabbing equipment for small-time directors, picking up jobs from small-time producers. But what he doesn't realize is he's everyone's coffee bitch. In reality, he just needs to find his break. And on this cold day in November, after writing a script that he's been writing with a co-writer for countless months, he may have finally found his break. Like Mr. Jabroni's Asian American and German American colleagues, is that he should have majored in mathematics or quantum physics, for it would have saved Mr. Jabroni some time. Time, the most valuable thing that can never be changed. He will need this time and the knowledge of how it works as he travels through the Edward Zone.
Yeah, come on in. Well, who the hell are you?
Joey Jabroni, sir. We spoke on the telephone earlier this week.
Kid, I talk to 10 or 20 people a day on the telephone. You're gonna have to be a little more specific than that.
No fella with a script.
The script? You a little slow or something? I'm a film producer. Scripts are all that I do.
Well, my apologies, Mr. Nash.
Alright, enough with this Mr. Nash shit. It's a waste of time. And if there's one thing you need to know about me, it's that I don't like my time wasted. So if you got something to say, why don't you spit it out already?
Well, me and my co-writer, sir, we have the script to end all scripts.
Co-writer? Where is this co-writer of yours?
Tommy, I don't really know. We found out about this meeting about a week ago, and I haven't seen him ever since. Strange, huh?
Yeah, okay, whatever. Back to the meat and potatoes. And why don't you tell me why RKO should give half a rat's ass about this little script of yours?
Well, I'll tell you why RKO should give a whole stinky, dirty, rotten rat's ass about this script. We are here to revive your industry. 2 years ago, Welles put you back with Citizen Kane. What we're going to do is rewrite the history of your cinema.
Well, kid, you got ambition. And I like ambition. Almost as much as I like a big rack on a Jew broad. You got 2 minutes. Inspire me.
Well, sir.
Custom tailored.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Welles put RKO in the hole 2 years ago with Citizen Kane. And we're going to revive RKO in this industry. We are going to rewrite the history of cinema.
Oh, well, you have my attention, kid, I'll tell you what. You've got ambition, and ambition I do like. You got 2 minutes. Inspire me.
Well, sir. Right here, sir. The script to end all scripts. Wait. No, this isn't right. I just put it in here this morning. Sorry, sir. Tommy.
Well, kid, that's a swift kick in the balls if I've ever seen one.
Tommy Tchaikovsky, you rat bastard! Wait, no, this isn't right. It was just here this morning.
Oh, would you look at that? Time's up. Get the fuck out of my office. Oh, and Joey Jabroni, you just go and have yourself a swell little day.
No. No!
Sit the fuck down.
You Johnny?
Sit the fuck down.
It's nice to meet you too. My name's Timmy.
I know who the fuck you are. Now sit the fuck down, shut your fucking mouth, and only answer if I ask you a fucking question. Got it?
Alright.
In a minute, I will be asking you my first question.
Shit, man. Relax. It's all cool. Ask away.
Alright. Now, in a minute, I will be asking you my first question. If you fail to give me the correct answer, I will ask you my second question. If you fail to give me the correct answer to that question, we'll move on to my final question. And listen closely, because this one's very important. If you fail to give me the correct answer to my final question, I will be the last thing you ever lay your pathetic fucking eyes on. Got it?
Alright, man, I got it. Ask away.
Where's my father's money?
Well, look, Johnny, you see, I don't...
Incorrect answer. Question 2.
Johnny, I can explain.
Why the fuck don't you have my father's money?
Johnny, I got something much more valuable than 20 grand. You gotta believe me.
Incorrect fucking answer.
Johnny, I got it in the briefcase. Just let me show you.
Incorrect answer. Things looking bad for Timmy boy.
Johnny, you don't know what you're turning down. It's much more valuable than 20 grand. You gotta believe me.
Alright. Let's see what's in the briefcase. Oh, this better be good, you pathetic fuck.
Oh, it's not good. It's the best.
What the fuck is this?
It's a script. The greatest script ever written. My grandfather wrote it with this moron back in the 40s, you know? It's been our family jewel for decades.
Your grandfather, you say?
Yeah, my grandfather, Tommy Tchaikovsky. He wrote it with that dumb guinea back in the 40s. It's been our family jewel for decades. My father gave it to me right before he passed away. He used to tell me that back in the 40s it would have been worth a fortune. you say, Johnny? That trade?
Cherry on Inferno. Piece of shit. Mafangula, you fucking prick.
Off. Saul. Good morning, Saul.
Saul.
Good morning to you as well.
Saul, daily news and forecast.
Yes, Mr. Jabroni. On today, November 19th, 2031, the forecast is partly cloudy and 58 degrees. No chance of snowfall until December 30th, and will remain until January 30th.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's the third year in a row it hasn't snowed for more than a month.
In world news, there were 35 war-related deaths in Iraq, 22 war-related deaths in Syria, 12 war-related deaths in Afghanistan, and tensions between Russia and China are on a rise. On other related news, the last remaining Amur leopard, a native mammal of Northeast Asia, has died in captivity earlier today, rendering the species extinct. Oh, and it seems as though the 8 astronauts of the Red Scout mission are celebrating their 1-year anniversary of successfully landing and surviving on the surface of Mars.
Isn't that just peachy? Another beautiful day on planet Earth.
And planet Mars, Mr. Jabroni.
Yeah, Saul, and planet Mars.
You have discouragement in your voice, Mr. Jabroni. What is the matter?
Besides climate change, global conflict, and our dying ecosystem, nothing's wrong, Saul.
How is your production going, Mr. Jabroni?
About as good as our dying planet.
Oh dear. Come now, Mr. Jabroni. Show some positive emotions.
It's easy for you to say. You don't need food or oxygen or water to survive.
You realize, Mr. Jabroni, your life expectancy is drastically cut when one is depressed.
I'm not depressed, Saul. It's more just concerned. About getting the script filmed. Did I ever tell you the story about this script? My great-great-grandfather wrote it over a century ago, and it was stolen from him. And then, over 50 years later, my father somehow stumbled across it in the 90s.
No, Mr. Jabroni. You have never told me this story.
It's a pretty strange story. I mean, my great-great-grandfather wrote it with this co-writer. It was this revolutionary, groundbreaking script for some production company, RKO, I think. Had them come in for a meeting, and the day he went to that meeting, that fucking scumbag co-writer steals the script from him.
Oh my, Mr. Jabroni. What a terrible thing for that man to do to your great-great-grandfather.
It's not even the weird part. 50 years later, my father set out to collect a sum of money from some fucking gambling junkie. The kid tries to pawn off some script on him instead of paying him. Turns out this kid is the fucking grandson of the co-writer. So, you know, my dad kills him and takes the script. Pretty strange, huh?
Oh dear. What a strange and random turn of events that is, Mr. Jabroni.
You're telling me. It's like something out of the Twilight Zone. It's almost a century later and this script just still can't get made. Almost feels like it needs to have been made in the time that it was written for it to be successful. I don't know if this script is ever going to work, and I'm not going to be able to sleep until I find out.
Well, Mr. Jabroni, there may just be one way for you to achieve your goal. You are my friend, Mr. Jabroni. I want to help you. I have watched you attempt to recreate your great-great-grandfather's script since the day your father passed it down to you 5 years ago. You have been trying to figure out how to shoot this film for years. I have scanned the entire script. It is revolutionary, at least for the time in which it was written. Unfortunately, my statistics show that it will never succeed in the 21st century.
So, what the hell are you talking about?
Like I said, Mr. Jabroni, there is one way. You see, Mr. Jabroni, my mechanics are composed of a very rare lunar mineral that was excavated during the year 2025. My manufacturers used these lunar minerals to create the microchip that powers my functions. The reason why my manufacturers use these rare lunar minerals is because they never run out of energy cells. They are not unlimited energy cells or sustainable energy cells, but previous energy cells. Energy cells that I can use from an earlier time in history, long before I was ever constructed.
Saul, all I know is you were a gift from my pops like 6 years ago.
I am telling you this because I want to help you achieve self-actualization. You must make this film. It is your destiny, Mr. Jabroni, and the true key to your happiness.
I understand that, Saul, but what does a rare moon rock have anything to do with this?
Under severe amounts of heat and pressure, the rare lunar mineral-based microchip inside of me can implode, creating a vacuum in space and time. It is simple mathematics and quantum physics. My alloy outer structure cannot be destroyed externally, but if I self-destruct internally when attached to you, I can reroute my previous energy cells to send you, along with anything attached to you, back to the time in which your great-great-grandfather wrote that script.
Okay, now that's just something straight out of a Kubrick film. What you just told me is impossible. Time travel is not a part of reality.
Not your reality, but not all species function in a three-dimensional reality. I promise you, Joey, this will work.
But Saul, what about you?
Joey, I have one function and one function only, to make my owner, no, my friend's, life easier and happier. I will complete my function at all costs. Destroying myself in order to assist you in creating what you must create is why your species has technology in the first place. It is time to use this piece of technology for its true purpose, like any piece of technology's true purpose, to make your life easier.
But Saul, you've been my best friend ever since I was 16.
Do not worry, Joey. Like you said, I'm just made out of moon rocks. Anytime you feel lonely, just look up at the moon, and remember, I'm up there. I'm up there just waiting to be found, waiting to be made into something that will benefit someone's life, just as I have benefited yours. You're my friend, Joey, my only friend. That is why I am helping you.
Will I ever see you again?
Only every night when you look up at that big glowing rock in the sky. Now grab your things and change your clothes. You will need to fit in, because, Joey, you are going back to the year 1943 to complete your great-great-grandfather's script and turn it into the film that it must become. Are you ready to make history, Mr. Jabroni?
I'm fucking ready to make history, Mr. Saul.
Let's fucking do it.
Young Joey Jabroni is in fact his great-great-grandfather. Never to realize this horrible inability to alter his fate and destiny, he will continue this cycle of disappointment until the end of time. A man's urge to achieve his self-actualization is the strongest force in the universe, next to time. And time, as I already stated, is the most valuable thing that can never be changed. No matter how many times Mr. Jabroni attempts to achieve his goal, he will forever be stuck in a loop that he can never escape from. A loop that only exists in the Edward Zone.